mean, this film actually fucked me up, to be honest, because because when I saw it, I think when it sort of finished, I remember thinking, I don't even know what I believe anymore. Right. It just kind of just played in my mind so much. Just wondering, as someone who had to literally get into the head of a character where their whole mind and their whole world was like turned upside down, did this film leave any kind of lasting impact on you? Do any of your characters or any roles?
Yeah, it did, you know. I feel like I did too much research before this film, and if I'd known how Night works, which is so specific, and his script is like a Bible, he's religious with it, but I guess I kind of did some research to bed myself in, but I was watching some documentaries on the occult, on religion. I grew up religious myself and am now not. And yeah, I feel like the film really is really asking like what the truth is, which I think currently in the world it's quite hard to discern and decipher. And if a group of people believe in something, does it make it real? It's asking some quite big questions, I think, which is exactly what he wants to do. He wants to like throw these big questions up and not necessarily give the answers. But I think for you to walk away and be thinking about that is exactly what Night wants.
Well, he has to make the most absurd proposition seem plausible
over
the course of the movie. And so I'm just wondering, when you read the script, did you even find yourself slowly coming round, almost like an audience member would?
I was, when I read the script, I was like shocked. I was like, we're gonna do what? I've got to do what? I've got to do this? I've got to play that? I was like, wow, this is gonna be so much acting. And yeah, I kind of couldn't believe what I was reading. Obviously, no spoiler alerts, but like particularly the ending, the journey that my character goes on, and the decisions that he has to make within one scene. Like that, filming that scene, the idea of filming that scene terrified me from day one. And we shot this film pretty much in chronological order. And it was just always looming. I was like, whoa, we're gonna get there. It's such a massive scene, like, and Night rehearses, but he doesn't over-rehearse. So a lot of it you kind of discover in the moment with him, and it was like, yeah, I felt very tense about that arc of the story.
I mean, just how beneficial is it to shoot chronologically? And also, because I mean, it's all kind of set across 24 hours, so same kind of outfit, same setting. I mean, just in terms of turning up to work every day and getting into the right headplace, is that I'm assuming that must just help hugely.
Yeah, I think it's the first thing I've ever shot in chronological order, and it really, really helped. It helps kind of track the tension, because, well, the whole thing is tense. It's like this runaway bullet train. You get on and you can't get off of it. But yeah, it definitely helped. It also made cabin fever a very real thing, because we were in that cabin for 6 weeks, tied to a chair for like 12 hours plus a day. So it was, yeah, cabin fever was real.
And there's amongst the small sort of ensemble, there's 3 Brits. I was wondering, all of you putting on kind of accents, did you, when the kind of, when Night would shout kind of cut, did you go back to your usual, did it become very English in that cabin?
Yeah, we sat around and had tea, yeah. Give me a cucumber sandwich. Nikki, Amuka-Bird will stay in accent, and a lot of actors do that. I haven't got the courage to do that yet, because it just feels like I also want to be me in between the takes. I don't necessarily want to like get lost or become someone. So me and Rupert would both speak in English and then British, and then just British accent, and then just switch in on action. And yeah, but Nikki would stay, which I have so much respect for. I'm like, oh, it takes such guts to do that.
Because it was a great role for him. You were saying before there's so much acting. I mean, obviously that's sort of a great thing. But you've got some great credits to your career. And I was looking at your IMDb, because obviously that's where I do all my research. Yeah. And your character in Fleabag was Arsehole Guy.
Yeah.
It's a 2-part question. Firstly, what's the best character name you've ever either read in a script that's been offered to you, you've taken or even not taken? And secondly, did you give Arsehole Guy a name yourself?
Arsehole Guy is definitely the best character name. Thank you, Phoebe Waller-Bridge. And the most ludicrous character name I've ever read. And did I give him a name? No, I didn't. That's I think it's only like 2 named characters, I think, in Fleabag, Claire and I forget.
It was more just whether you did. If you even just for yourself, for your own.
No, I didn't. But I'm gonna go with like Chris. I feel like he might have been a Chris.
It's a definite Chris vibes.
No, I'm not saying that Chris's are arseholes. That's not what I'm saying. Yeah.
This Chris is an arsehole.
Yeah, this Chris was definitely an arsehole. Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. Well, thanks so much for your time, Ben.
No, thank you. Cheers. Nice to see you again. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey You Guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yeah.
Nice.
Hey You Guys!